The Good Sport is the first segment in the 9th episode of the 6th season of Arthur. And in this episode, figure skater Michelle Kwan had allegedly went to Elwood Elementary, and she is back there visiting Elwood City. And in honour of this, the school have decided to give one of their pupils the Sportsperson of the Year award. I believe it was called the Athlete of the Year award. And I'll talk about that in a moment. I will say that I don't know that much about Michelle Kwan. I'm pretty sure she didn't go to the fictional Elwood Elementary, but certainly that's a character that some people really enjoy. It's always interesting when they have a real person in Arthur. Usually I haven't got a clue who that person is, or at least at the time that this came out, I wouldn't have known Michelle Kwan. I wouldn't have recognised the name. But you don't need to know who she is. I think it's worth just pointing out that it's quite good at explaining who she is, what her successes were, or are, and kind of the impact that has on people. And with regards to who got the award for Athlete of the Year, I'll just say it wasn't Francine. And Francine is obviously devastated, and a lot of other people are a bit surprised as well, because the person who got it, and I won't spoil it, I won't say who, but the person who got it maybe isn't at the forefront of everybody's mind, which is kind of why it was a really big surprise. And Francine's bitter, very bitter, and the point of the episode is teaching people to be a good sportsman or a good sports person, just ultimately a good sport, and not being a sore loser. And Francine takes quite a while to learn this lesson, and it seems initially like she's got the grasp of this lesson, and then she does some things that are not very nice to the person who actually won. And the person who won, we find out why they won. They won because they do X, they do Y, they do Z, and these are all really admirable things. And they are gaps in Francine's experiences. And I think it's a nice way of showing what it takes to be an Athlete of the Year. It's not just about being good at sports. And it's also a nice look at what it takes to be a good sport and how to be a graceful loser. Because Francine definitely wasn't. I liked it. I think it's something that can apply to everybody. I don't care about sports at all, but there are obviously times in my life when I'm up against somebody else and somebody else beats me or wins or does better than me, and you just have to accept that that's the way it is, and they do deserve it. Just because you want it doesn't mean you deserve it more. And Francine had a lot of lessons to learn, but I liked it. I thought The Good Sport had some pretty good messages and was pretty well told.